Hello, and today we're going to talk about Ethernet cabling. The Ethernet cabling is what keeps our wired internet connection fast, stable, and reliable, whether you're at home, in the office, or setting up a larger network. We're going to focus on the T568B wiring standard, one of the most commonly used ways to wire an Ethernet cable. Have you ever wondered how those tiny colored wires inside the cable actually work, or why the allen matters? This video is for you. Alright, let's take a closer look at the T568B standard and how it is worked. The T568B color sequence for an Ethernet cable goes like this: white orange, orange, white green, blue, white blue, green, white brown, and brown. Now you might wondering if what is the difference between T568A and T568B? The T568A is sometimes used in a government or older installations, while T568B is more common in commercial and residential networks. Now let's walk through how to actually make an Ethernet cable using the T568B standard. Here's what you'll need: a length of Cat5e or Cat6 Ethernet cable, RJ45 connectors, a wire stripper, a crimping tool, and a cable tester to make sure everything's wired correctly. After that, let's do the first step. Strip the cable. Use your wire stripper to remove about 1 to 1.5 inches of the outer jacket from the cable. Be careful not to nick the inner wires. Now that we're done stripping the cable, let's do the second step. You may now separate and untwist the wire pairs. Straighten them out and arrange them in T568B color order. Here I am arranging the colors of the T568B. The first color is white orange, orange, white green, blue, white blue, green, white brown, and brown. After that, let's trim and insert it into RJ45 connector. Once the wires are in the right order, trim them evenly so they are all the same length. Then carefully slide them into the RJ45 connector with the clip facing down. Each wire should go onto its own channel and reach the front of the plug. Next step is to place the connector into the crimping tool and squeeze firmly to lock everything in place. This is what it should look like. Let's check the wires we made, and using the cable tester, plug in both ends to check for continuity and proper wiring. It's a quick way to catch any mistakes before using the cable. Let's check the cable that we made on our cable tester. This is the LED light guide for the crossover cable. If your tester shows any faults, restrip the cable, double check the color order, and recrimp it carefully. Testing saves time and frustration later.